Yes, my people, happy new year to everybody. Happy new year to all my people, man. I hope everybody's got their new year plans in order. Got all their new year can't even get my words out. Got all their new year's resolutions, you know what I mean? And disciplined and sticking to them as well. Because I know, like, this time of year, we all like to make plans and you get me? And then sometimes we end up not sticking to them. So if you've made plans this year and you've set goals and targets, stick to them, because trust me, man, if you put the time and the effort and consistency, I promise you, you will achieve it, man. Trust me. But yo, the ambush this is been flung right back at Chip, and we're gonna listen to it together, guys. I'm gonna play it in a minute and we're gonna get into it. But also, there has been a video, obviously Bouncer made a video yesterday, I think it was the day before, talking about, the views of ambushes plugged in being falsified, being fake views. Do you get what I'm saying? Basically saying that ambush is paying for bots. Now, I was going to react to the Bouncer video, but I don't think that's fair because, and I tell you why, yeah? Bouncer's biased in this situation. He's more biased all the time, but he's biased in this situation because he's got beef with ambush. Do you get what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be fair to take his account. So we're gonna get into man like Rage. Do you get what I'm saying? Cause Rage, one thing I like about Rage, he's very, very unbiased, bro. And I like that about him, and he remains unbiased. I think I had a little issue with a couple things he said not long ago, but I made a video about it. But like I said, man, I'm not always gonna disagree with someone. Do you know what I mean? And man like Rage is very, very good at being diplomatic. So we're going to react to my man, and you get me, we're going to get into it. So I'm thinking, what do we do first? Do we react to the song first, or do we react to man like Rage? You know what? I'm going to make you man wait, yeah? I'm gonna make you lot wait for my reaction to the song. But what we're going to do, we're going to get into man like Rage, and then we're going to get into this whole paying for views thing and all of that scenario. But one thing I will say, shout out to man like Rage, because he's very forthcoming with information, bro. That's one thing I like about him. He don't hold information to his chest, you know what I mean? And I always rate that about anyone in the game that can come forward and, give information that most would probably make you pay for. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? So I always rate that. So shout out to man like Rage for that, bro. But let's get into this and then we'll come back, man. Let's go. And guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm appreciating a lot of you in the comments. Everyone's getting active in the comments, and I love it, bro. I'm replying to as many of you guys as I can. It's hard to reply to everyone, do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take my time with it, but I appreciate all of you, bro. Especially the ones that are giving me, support and saying good words. I appreciate it all. Even the criticism, bro. Even the haters. Even the dissers, bro. Even the trolls. I love you, bro. But nah, let's get into this though, man. Let's go.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, support your boy. You gotta be in it to win it. Let's get it. God bless. Road to 5K, man. Road to 5K. I'm almost there.
Yes, bro. Big up Rage, man. On the way to 5K subscribers, man. That's a good look, bro. Guys, make sure you go and subscribe to man like Rage's channel, bro. Let's get the boy to 5K subscribers ASAP, man. Nah, man. Big up Rage, man. Let's go.
All right, let's get into this. Ambush paid for views. The boy is screaming, ambush paid for... Okay, he's screaming, ambush paid for views, and he's saying that ambush's views is not legit. All right, cool. Let's get into this. Let's break down why ambush may have paid for views or why ambush may not have paid for views. Because quite frankly, right now, we don't know. We don't know, do we now, fellas?
Guys, get in the comments and let me know, yeah? You see, like, just the fact of who ambush is beefing, obviously he's beefing Chip, just that fact alone, and the fact that it is a diss track and it's on Fumes' platform, surely, bruv, it's not a shock that it's done that much numbers, bro. Like, I don't see why ambush will have to pay for views in this scenario. You get me? Like, the hype around the whole track is enough for it to do views like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I personally, bro, I think it's a bit of a low blow from Bouncer to come out and say this. Do you know what I'm saying? And if that is the case, then most of these artists are paying for views then. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? So with that being said, Get in the comments and let me know. Don't you just think that the hype around the track alone is enough to make it do them numbers? I don't personally think that he would have to pay for views like that. Do you know what I mean? Given the scenario around the whole track itself. Get in the comments and let me know. I could be wrong. Let me know. But let's keep going.
I'm a man. I used to do music, for those of you that don't know. I used to drop music videos. So I know how certain things work. I'm not saying that, do you know what? We're going to get into it, but let me play you lot this clip and let's get into this, because Bouncer's the one that brought this to everyone's attention, saying, rah, these may not be authentic views.
Hey, Rage, I like what you done there still. You're being very, very careful with what you say. Nah, bro, what you meant to say is Bounce is the one who painted the narrative that Ambush paid for views. There's a big difference, you know, than just putting something out there, like, on the surface, than actually going in and breaking it down and making it seem like something. Like, he actually painted a narrative on Ambush, you get me? But let's get into this and seeing it. Let's go.
Now, do I think Ambush paid for views? Shit. Do I think Chip pays for views? Do I think anybody pays for views? Remember, this debate has been going on for years. Remember with Crypto and Conan, when they done the Otis freestyle, and they was like one of the first people to get a million views. Everyone saying, no, it's fake views, it's fake views. They pay for views, but everybody saw the video. So it's like, bruv, if everyone's seen this video, is it really fake views? Or maybe it is, who knows? But let's get into this anyway.
4 hours in, it had 6K views. A day later, it had 125K. Now, guys, we as artists, I'm an artist, but we need to stop the crap now. Artists, labels, A&Rs, engineers, producers, your whole shebang. We need to stop lying to the people and stop scamming yourself, because that's what it is. You're only scamming yourself. And this is what happens. The reality is, if you don't put Google ads on, yeah, it exposed the actual views, and the actual views of this will probably be around 15,000 views or 17,000 views.
Before we get into what Rage is saying, yeah, I just want to say first and foremost, yeah, there's no receipts, there's no proof, yeah, that Ambush has paid for any views. This is just the topic that we're debating. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't want, like, anything to be coming from my side, like, oh, I'm saying he's paying for views, because personally, yeah, I don't think he has. But what I will say to what Bouncer said about how there was a spike in views overnight, most of my videos work like that. Most of videos that I put on YouTube, I'll be on like 100, maybe if that, by the end of the day. But then the next day, it'll have near enough doubled or quadrupled in views. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not out of the norm for your video to spike overnight. I just want to put that out there. You get me, Car? Just because your video spikes don't mean you've paid for views. I don't pay for views. I like my thing to run authentically and organically. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not like I'm trying to push music, so I don't need to pay for Google ads and all that. Maybe in the future when you know what I'm saying? But at the minute, I'm not a musician, so like I don't mess with Google ads and all of them things there. And to be quite frankly about it, I'm not too clued up on it. I'm just doing all my homework on all of that stuff now. I'm learning as I'm going. Do you get what I'm saying? But I just wanted to put that out there because my videos spike all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing out of the norm. That don't mean that someone's paying for views at all. So I just wanted to put that out there, innit? But let's get into this.
Alright, so Bouncer's saying if you don't put Google ads onto your videos, you're not going to get them type of views. Now, Google ads, let me explain to you lot something about Google ads, because I've done Google ads on some of my old music videos and it does give you views. Now, some people will argue that that's paying for views, and some people will say it's just promo, because realistically, Google ads doesn't just throw views onto your video. What Google ads does, it pushes your video out to people who may be interested in your genre of music that you do, whether it's grime or rap or hardcore metal or whatever it is you listen to. And when it pushes it out to these people, if they stay on the advert and listen to your song for I think it's 30 seconds or something, it counts as a view.
Look, Man Like Rage was a previous music artist, so I know he knows what he's talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, his music's alright still. I've heard 1-2 tunes, bro. He can spit a bar or two. I'll give him that. But with that being said, yeah, Google Ads is promo then. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if it's putting your video before another artist's video plays, then that's promoting you. And the person has to view your video for longer than 30 seconds for it to count as a view. So Google Ads ain't necessarily paying for views then. The way Ray just broke that down, Google Ads ain't paying for views then, it's paying for promo. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the person still has to watch a duration of your video to get a view. So it's not a bot. It's not, do you get what I'm saying? It's an actual human view. You get me? And it's promoting you to an audience that ain't seen your music before. So that's promotion, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's keep going, man.
This is probably a gem now for musicians that don't know you can do this. Create a Google Ads account, and this is what you can do, what I'm about to explain to you now. I used to release my rap videos, and because I'm doing UK rap, I would put in people like Nines and Dave and Fredo and all of these people, and it would play my music video as an advert before their video plays. So if you go to search up Nines, his new song, my advert would play before Nines' one, and some people will actually like it raw. Like, they may not know who I am, but this song sounds alright, and they'll actually listen to it, and that will add as a view. So it's not like it's fake views or anything like that. It's just that Google is promoting it to people who may not have seen your music video, and now the views are accumulating. So people will say, oh, you're just paying for views, but it's not like you're paying for fake views and that. You're paying for promo, which will give you views. So you know what I'm saying? There's a bit of like, people are trying to class it as something it may not be, but it is, but it's not, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you're paying for promo, which is originally paying for views, but you're not just buying views and it's fake views. You know what I'm saying? Like there's bots behind a computer somewhere just making your thing add up. So that's where it's a bit like, but that's what people do. So if you're an artist, I think it's a good thing to do because it will put your music in front of new eyes and new ears. And I used to get people commenting on my music videos like, "Rah, I don't know who you are, but your song came up on the advert and I mess with you," and they'll subscribe and you get me, and it helps you build up a fan base. So that's something that people do. But obviously bouncers saying, "Rah, man, are buying views and doing Google ads and all of these things." But I don't know. What do you lot think? Do you think it's a valid way to promote your music, or it's not a valid way? You should do organic growth. But what is that nowadays? You know what I'm saying?
That's more or less what I just said. And if Rage is asking the question now, do I class that as paying for views? No, I don't. I just class that as paying for promo, which in turn gets you views. Do you know what I mean? And puts you before new audiences. So no, I don't class that as paying for views. I class that as paying for promotion, bro, which is what every artist should do. Do you know what I mean? That's personally what I think, but let's keep going.
It won't be at the moment if we click the screen 203k. What's happened around that is probably there's been like a £200-400 budget, and they've probably put views. This is what happens. They bought views and they put views on in India. So as you know, India, Africa, very cheap to put digital ads on. So when you put digital ads on, you can get 200,000-300,000 views for like £150 or 200.
Okay, so bouncers saying that those are actually bot views. So bouncers not even saying that it's Google Ads views, like legit people watching your video. Bouncers actually saying it's bot views.
I'm going to stop it there, yeah? But look, yeah, we are all entitled to our opinions. But I think sometimes, yeah, there comes a point when it's like too much is too much. And throwing like an accusation about that a man's paying for bots when you ain't got no proof. Fair enough, yeah, I know a man's been in the music industry and all of that, but a man ain't got no proof that that's what a man's doing. But basically saying that that's what he's doing, I don't think that's all the way right. And me personally, I don't think he's paying for bot views, bro. Let's have it right, bro. He's on Plugged In. It's on Fumes' channel, bro. That alone is enough to make it do them type of views. Let alone the fact that it's an actual diss track. And let alone the fact of who the diss track is for. Bro, of course it's going to do them numbers. Like, I think that's a no-brainer. Do you know what I'm saying? Get in the comment section, let me know. If I'm going mad, I could be wrong, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Call me naive, you know what I mean? Call me soft, call me green, But I don't think he's paying for views, bro. Get in the comment section and let me know, guys, man. What do you lot think, man? But guys, I'm gonna make a fresh video. I'm gonna make a fresh video of my reaction to the diss track. So that'll be dropping in the next hour. I'm literally gonna do it right now. So that'll be dropping in the next hour. I don't think it's fair to keep you guys sitting down here for so long. So I'm gonna do that video now. Be sure to check it out in the next hour, 2 hours. It will be dropping. But you already know, man. Shout out manlikerage. Shout out Ambush. Shout out Bouncer. You already know, bro. Spill TV. Lock in or get locked out. Don't sleep on me.